Welcome to another episode of Love, Sex, Lies, and Reality Talks. Today, it's all about falling in love versus loving someone. Most of us have an idea of a partner, but an idea is not really the perfect picture that you're looking for. There is no perfection, by the way. An idea is just an idea. An idea is not the reality you're looking for when it comes to a relationship. And having an idea of who the partner may be just a little piece of the puzzle of the vision that you have. Because an idea can exist, but if you don't have a vision that idea ties into, you may just be creating a fantasy, an illusion that is not real, and you may start to have expectations that will never be met, unrealistic expectations. Let's dive right into falling in love. Falling in love is not really a relationship. Falling in love is an idea. That's why I started with the idea. Falling in love is an idea, and when you have an idea, you create an ideal persona for a relationship, and you think that the idea that you've created, this persona that you've created, is what you're going to find when you get into meeting someone. And what usually happens when you meet someone is they also have an idea, and that idea is shared. What happens is that in the midst of you talking to them and they say something that meets up with your idea, that may not be really anything that matters, but it may just be a hint of your idea. You start getting the emotional butterflies, you start getting the emotional excitement, you start getting emotionally attached to that person, and you start falling into them. But really, you're falling into them and falling out of yourself because you don't even know yourself yet at that point. That's the thing with falling in love. Falling in love is based on a void that you have, and you're beginning to create an idea about this persona, and this persona comes into play, and you hear something that ties with the persona that you've created based on fantasies and illusions, and you now begin to get emotionally attached to that person because you've heard something that resonates with the idea that you've created. And so you're not really looking at your relationship requirements, you're not really looking at your relationship goals, you're not looking at your relationship vision, your life vision, and how everything ties together. How are they tied to, how are they syncing with your spiritual needs? How are they syncing with your emotional wheel of life? How are they syncing with your financial wheel of life? You're not looking at all that. You're just looking at the tip points of the idea, that the words they speak match up with the idea that you have, and there are no actions to tie back to the two together. And so you start creating this idea of falling in love, and you forget yourself and you lose yourself in the process of falling in love. Let's look at loving someone from the other aspect, because I think that I believe that once you start getting this nuggets sinking into you, you start gaining wisdom and knowledge that you need to start changing your perspective about what type of relationship you're looking for, and what it is. The difference between falling in love and loving someone is, loving someone is stems from you knowing yourself. You already know who you are, you already know how to meet your needs, you already have your established core values, you already have your relationship requirements, and you're meeting someone and you're on the dating game, vetting and sorting them. I've shared with you, dating is a vetting and sorting game. That's a quote from my book on Becoming Restored. Dating allows you to meet someone and begin to vet and sort them based on the goals that you have, on the vision that you have for your life, and you're looking to see if this person can complement you. It's all about someone who can help you evolve. It's all about someone you can support to evolve, and you're both kind of building into each other. You're laying a foundation, and that foundation is being sealed by the fact that your goals match, your vision match, your purpose match, and you're seeing how you can both build it into, you're a reflection of each other. And so it's not like an idea, it's the reality. I see myself in this person because I can match the goals that they have with my goals, I see myself as a reflection of this person, that's what loving someone is all about. It doesn't stem up from fantasy, it doesn't stem up from illusion, it doesn't stem up from a void. It stems from commitment, ready to commit to growing together, ready to commit to evolving together, ready to commit to supporting each other through thick and thin, ready to be there for each other for a lifetime. It's not, I'm all butterflies, I'm all emotionally attached. No. You are allowing them to be their own person. You're being your own person. You're not needy when you're loving someone. You're loving them for who they are, not who you want them to be when you fall in love with them. Because when you fall in love with someone, it's like I'm trying to make you to become this person, because it's out of the idea that you birth, and that idea is never going to be a reality. And so it's looking at it, are you looking to fall in love because you're falling out of yourself and you have a void that you're looking to fill, and you're trying to use this idea about the partner that you've created to match up with someone, but that idea always throws back at you at the end of the relationship to let you know this idea is not part of your vision, it's not part of the goals that you have. They're not in alignment with your core values, and you're just creating an idea which is like a wish, and a wish may never come true, because it's just an idea based on fantasy and illusion. And so today I want you to kind of look at where you are and ask yourself, are you falling in love based on a void that you have, a need that you haven't met, a want that is temporary, a fantasy that you're birthing, and not really looking at loving yourself first, because that's the foundation of love. The love that you have is the love that you can't give. You can't give what you don't have. You can't love anybody from a place of pain or trauma, including yourself. That's a quote from my book, Beyond the Pain. You have to learn to love yourself first, because the relationship with yourself sets the pace for every relationship that you would have. And the foundation of the relationship is to be able to look at yourself when you're trying to meet someone to love and someone to love you back. Love is reciprocated. It's a two-way street. It's not a one-way avenue. And so when you're loving someone, it's the fact that you're loving them irrespective of who they are. You're not looking to find flaws in them, because you know that everybody is flawed. You're looking for how you can use each other's strengths and weaknesses to build each other up. You're looking at how to plant and nurture each other and allow the roots of the foundation of your core values build together and build a tree of life that will never be overthrown easily by the wind. And you're looking to build a solid foundation, not put the kitchen in the bathroom or the bathroom in the bedroom. And so you're looking to build better together. So today I want you to sit down as a single person or as a divorced person, if you're looking to find a relationship for yourself going forward. We're about to end 2023. We're just a month and a couple of days away, and some days away, not really a couple of weeks away from getting into 2024. And as we're looking at it, I want you to kind of ask yourself, challenge yourself, are you falling in love with an idea that you've created based on a void that you have, based on a need that you have, based on a want that you have, based on unrealistic expectations that you're setting? Or are you making sure that you are matching your relationship and life goals and core values with the partner when you're vetting and sorting, to make sure that you're going to be able to commit to loving them for a lifetime? Because love is a lifetime thing. It's not a temporary thing, and it's not a feeling. If you're having to be caught up in a feeling, then you're falling in love because you've created an idea based on a feeling that you have. Remember, I've shared with you several times, feelings and emotions carry expiration dates. That's a quote from Becoming Restored as well. And as long as they expire, you will develop another feeling later. That's why when you are in a relationship, you may feel one way today, and then you may feel another way tomorrow, because you're falling in love with an idea. But if you're loving someone, you understand that they may be in a season of growth right now, and tomorrow may be another season of growth, and you're able to envision the growth, and you're able to help them birth the growth together. You're patient enough to help them walk through that goal and walk through the process, because the process is not meant to confine you. The process is meant to refine you. And that's a quote from Becoming Restored. And as long as the process is refining you, you're looking at yourself evolving together as a couple, then allowing yourself to get caught up in fantasies and illusions. Fantasies and illusions are not real. And if you're not waiting to see the reality of what love truly means, you may be putting yourself in a place where you're becoming a pedestal to someone, or you're even self-sabotaging to get abused, or you're trauma bonding, and you're calling trauma bond a fantasy and illusion based on falling in love and falling out of yourself. You can't fall in love with someone when you're not loving yourself. You're going to fall into someone and you're going to fall out of yourself. And you don't want to fall out of yourself. You want to fall back into yourself and find yourself and evolve and allow yourself to grow to the point that when you know what your vision is, what your goals are, what your life's purpose is, you can now find someone who will complement you, so that iron can sharpen iron and deep can call unto deep. Remember to never stop loving while living. When you stop loving, you stop living. When you stop living, it means it's time to go back to the maker. That's a quote from Love, Sex, Lies, and Reality. And as long as you're allowing yourself to love you first and establish a solid foundation for yourself by understanding who you are, knowing yourself, loving yourself, understanding your life's purpose and vision, then it becomes easy for you to meet someone that you will love and will love you back in a way where you're both building together and your solid foundation can never be shaken. Remember that love is for a lifetime, and love is part of who you are. So if you don't know who you are yet, you may not know the love that you need, and you may not attract the people that you need. You may attract people that will bring you back to a place that you're pointing back to the fact that you need to gain a conscious awareness about who you are and learn to love yourself first. Have a great weekend, y'all. Talk to you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.